Hey everyone, just another quick sticker video this one. So first we're going to look at the process, but stay tuned until the end and I will show you how these printed out. So this one was recorded through Procreate on my iPad, which is automatic, so it looks a little bit of a different format compared to some of my other videos. From memory, I actually started this one in Photoshop so that I could get the gun right, because I struggle more with getting straight lines in Procreate compared to Photoshop. I'm just a bit more familiar in Photoshop, so I think I did the sketch and then started the line art specifically for the gun in Photoshop, and then I took it back over to Procreate, so on the iPad Pro, so that I could finish this whilst I was out and about. So I'm just using the inking pen at this point. The sketch below it is the red one. That was my initial sketch that I didn't record. To be honest, it takes me an awful long time to get the sketch right, so I don't generally record that, because the video would be far too long and boring if I did. So who is this? This is a character called Sheva from the Resident Evil games, specifically Resident Evil 5 for those of you who are not familiar. So she's one of the main characters in it. I already have a few stickers that I've printed with a company called Sticker Mule, and I normally refer to them as pin-up stickers that I've done of the female characters so far from the Resident Evil series. So I decided I would make another one and record it. I do have the Claire Redfield video as well for those of you who are interested, another character from the games. This one, I'm not really sure if you would class it as a pin-up, but it still matches the same style as my others. So it's a bit more of a kind of manga style, or at least that's how I picture it. To be honest, it's not really my normal style at the moment, but I don't really feel like I have a style yet. I'm still playing around with different things. But as mentioned, I wanted it to match the other stickers that I'd done. I thought it'd be a pretty cool addition. So you can see we're quite far into it already. Procreate does make things quite quickly when you're watching them back. So all I've done is started with a basic sketch. Then I have gone in on a new layer to create clean line art. Once I've got the line art, I've gone in with flat colours on individual layers. So for example, I've done the top purple, I've done the skin tone colour, the hair on a different layer, the weapon on a different layer, the belt, etc. And then on top of each of those layers, I start adding shading and highlights. So I actually do end up with a lot of layers on this. I kind of like working this way, but it does get a little bit messy. And in parts of the video where it looks like it's come to a bit of a standstill, again, this is Procreate's format, how it works, but chances are I'm actually zoomed in and working on really small details. So when you're zoomed out, you can see them if you're aware of where I'm working, but even when I'm watching this back, I don't notice every single bit, because if it's so small and you're zoomed out, you just don't necessarily see it. So apologies for that. At this point, I'd pretty much finished. I had to get the detail on the top. I thought that made it look pretty cool. The background I actually do end up changing, and this purple line that I add in as well, that's more to go with the style of sticker that I've been doing. So this was just a rough guideline. I do take it back into Photoshop off camera, neaten certain things up like that line, format it a bit better to be a sticker. As mentioned, I changed the background as well. I think I go for a yellowy orange, which worked quite well actually. We'll see that in a second. I think I also had to adjust the eyes a little bit. When zoomed in, they didn't look bad, but when you zoom out a bit, she looked a little bit bug-eyed, I guess is the term. She looked like she was looking outwards basically, so I had to tweak that a little bit. So let's take a look. So if you made it this far, let's take a look at the final product. You can see in the background there I've got some of my other stickers that kind of match this. We'll look at those in a second. But here it is. As mentioned before, you can see that I did change the colours a little bit. Sorry, my lighting is not the best, so it looks a little bit dark on camera. But hopefully you can see that. So it actually kind of goes with these two here. These are also like Resident Evil pin-ups. But I figured I would show a few more that I have had made that I've tried to sort of match this style and use the same company. So this is all from Sticker Mule. I do like Sticker Mule, but I do use a few other companies as well, depending what I'm having printed. But for these ones to all match and have the same sort of matte finish, I decided I would stick with Sticker Mule. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think to the sticker and the way that it turned out. I will put links to where you can find me on social media and my Etsy store where you can buy these in the description box below. As always, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, leave me a comment below, and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, everyone.